Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, everyone. I want some matcha tea. Welcome back, everyone, to getting that medical degree. We talk everything medical related, so we're gonna help you on this video by giving you a cool thing. What are we gonna give them, Zach?
What is the best note-taking method? There's a lot of methods out there, so we're just gonna kind of talk about them and see what you guys think's the best. So let's get into it. So some common types of note-taking methods: the outline method. Do you know what that is, Mitchell?
Is that where you like highlight everything that you want to and then you just write it down?
The outline method is where they kind of like organize a chapter into like headings, subheadings, and you type under those headings. You kind of like write the book basically in your notes. It's kind of what it's like. This,
Oh, so like basically what every college student does.
yeah, because it looks pretty, you
Oh,
know.
okay. Yeah.
It looks pretty. It looks organized. Looks like you're learning.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do. That's too much work.
Then there's Cornell method, which Mitchell already said he didn't know
No, I do not
off the
know. So
recording.
what is it?
So
Okay.
basically, you write the title of the notes at the top of the screen, and
Uh-huh.
then you split this paper down. Like you take, I think, 1/3 of the page, and you draw a line down it. And then on the bottom of the page, you draw a line as well. So like the bottom of the page can be like your summary.
Don't they call it something else?
No, Cornell note
Okay.
taking. And
Okay.
then the left side of your screen, not screen, but page is like keywords and like questions you have about the notes. So basically, what you do is you go through like the chapter, and on the left side of the notes, you'll write down like questions you have or like keywords, so like definitions or something you don't know.
Hmm.
Then in the middle of the page, you write down like your main notes,
The main notes, yeah.
know what the
And at the
keywords
bottom of the
are.
page, you do the summary.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
And the problem with most people with this is they don't really use how it's supposed to be used, and they write like a really poor summary.
I tried this, but it didn't work. So I stopped doing it.
If you use like apps like GoodNotes or like Notability, you can like actually download like templates of it, so like all your pages are separate like this already, which is pretty cool.
Hmm.
There's also like notebook like dedicated to it as well. You can get from like
Yeah,
Amazon.
yeah.
But most people don't like write stuff in their own words, which is why this doesn't work. Same with the outline method. The outline method sucks because everyone just regurgitates information. So,
Hmm.
and then mapping is a mind map, which is very effective, but it doesn't really. It helps you connect the ideas together. But unless you know the information really well, it's not like the best way to like write notes because you're writing like small amounts of information about each topic. So as long as you know the topics really well, it's fine on how to connect everything. But for like the first time going through and making notes, probably not the best.
Yeah.
And question and evidence is kind of my preferred making notes. You basically it's kind of like making flashcards but in note form. So like this goes to the method I'll be talking about, Excel method. But you make a question, then you write down like the evidence that supports that question, and you keep going. And then there's a weird note taking form, which happens to be one of the most common ways to take notes according to Google. And it's called sentence note taking. Have you heard of that one before?
I have actually never heard of that one though. No. What is that?
It's basically you just start typing and you keep typing like you're typing a book. Like there's no organization, you just type sentences about the notes. That's it. There's no
Oh, so
organization.
that's so pretty much what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do.
So it's like outline, but it's not organized at all. It's literally just words on a page that have like no titles, no nothing. It's just literally just sentences
Yeah,
after sentences.
100% what I do. No organization whatsoever.
So there's that.
Oh, jeez.
So which one's the most common? I already touched on this, but it's outline. Most people,
Outline is the most common. Yeah.
students use this because
Especially
they
when you
feel
see
natural,
the
though.
people. Yeah, especially when you see the people with like highlighting with like different color markers and making
Yep,
it pretty and everything. I'm like, this is not high school. I'm sorry.
exactly. Yeah, that's the most common. This feels natural. It makes the notes have a nice flow to it. You know, I mean, you see like the headings, everything flows really well. Looks like you're taking really good notes. It looks pretty at least.
Dude, pretty's not gonna get you that far.
Nope.
It can only get you so far.
Well, that's not that effective, so I put meh next to it, effective. So if you don't believe me on this, make an outline for a chapter quickly, as you would like during class, because you don't take notes slowly in class. You want to get them done and over with, so you type them really quick. Then after you make your notes, close your notes, and then try to regurgitate everything you wrote. Could you do that, Mitchell?
No, absolutely not. Because like you're more focused on writing the words and making a mistake and correcting it and painting it and pick a different color marker or different color pen for that. No.
Exactly. That's why it's not that effective. So if you can't do that,
So
your note's not that effective.
sorry for those who do it. They're gonna think that we're gonna be hating on you guys. No, we don't hate on you. It's just it doesn't really work for some people.
Now, if I'm selling a study guide, I'll probably do outline just because that's what most people
Oh
are
yeah, of
used to seeing.
course.
But I'll also include like my method that I'll actually use to study it. So we'll get touching that now.
Yeah, I will never sell my study guide because it's a disaster. It's like a
So question and
horrible.
evidence is the method I use. It's also what the MD Journey uses on YouTube. So
Mhm.
why do I use it? Makes you actually think of one of the material and how the professor will ask you questions. So when you're making your questions, you're not making them like you can make them like compare and contrast these two different type of cells in the body and explain it. That's a hard question, and that's something that might be asked on your test. So that's why I make it that way. This is also like the Excel method. So I'll make an Excel sheet. I'll put a line called chapter, which will be my tags on Anki technically. Make a question slide column, and I'll make a answer column. And then I'll make another column called rating. That's how I do it. So basically, I type the question out. I'll type the answers out, and I'll turn the text to white. So when I'm going through studying, I can't see the answers. And then I'll rate the question on a scale of 1 to 5 and how hard it is or how easy it is. And the ones I rank high, I'll study more. But anyways, on Word, you can actually hide the evidence with the click of a button. So like if you make it like into a title, and under the title you put like words, if you click like the little button next to the title, you can actually hide what's under the title, which is pretty cool in Word. Because a lot of people use Word. I figured out how to add that in there. But if you do use this method, you can easily export it onto flashcards or into Excel. So if you make it into QED method like a Word doc, turn it into an Excel sheet, and then you can actually export the Excel sheet as a CIV file, I think it's called, into any like flashcard app, so like Anki, Quizlet. So basically cuts your time down in half pretty much, at least. Tape your notes out, now your flashcards already made, now you can just go through them real quick. So, any questions, Mitchell?
No, no, just ready to learn the Excel method.
Yeah, that is Excel method.
Mhm.
You make 3 columns, one for chapter, 4 columns. Chapter, question, answer, and then the rating. You,
Knowing me, I am probably never going to use that, but in the future I might.
I used it for my MPJE last time, and I think it really worked. So,
Oh, really?
mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm happy it worked.
And now since I have all these questions typed out for the PA MPJE, I'm going to use the same questions for my next MPJEs, just change the answers obviously because every state's different. So,
Mhm.
anyways, guys, I hope you learned something new, and I hope you like this Excel method, or really just note taking methods in general. So, thanks for watching.
All right. See you guys in the next one.